you have the right players shooting the right shots, each possession is going to be crucial to the game.
Tough off-balance shot and a big one for Roque for three.
That is a tough shot. I mean, this is exactly what they did versus #1 seed Green Bay. Your seniors are going to step up, and that's another thing. You can be comforted in knowing if you're Cleveland State that you have 4 seniors. It's their last year. That comes into play. It really does.
Melanie Thornton answering a 3 with a 2. By the way, number 50, Jessica Roque, has hit 4 of her 3-point attempts, hasn't missed in this game, and has 16.
And Melanie Thornton, which is another senior, but for Butler, she also, you know, this is the time where seniors and your leaders are going to step up, and they're going to make big plays for you.
On the baseline, Garland drive to the basket, count it, and put her on the line on a blocking foul on Butler with 2:28 to go.
Now here's the replay. She didn't go. She could have taken that shot, but she saw the defender running out on her, so she decided to drive to the basket and got an and one.
Was her feet set at that point or not?
They weren't. Sometimes that's what I call phantom fouls, where it looks like it's going to be a foul, but it may not be one. And Garland didn't finish the free throw.
And because of her inability to finish at the line, it remains a 2-score game at 59-53. But Garland's had a huge afternoon for Cleveland State. She is defending Tara Burns.
Cleveland State's going to be doing a good job of guarding those screens on the ball.
Thornton with her left hand rolls it in. We're moving down to 2 minutes of the game, 59-55.
Melanie Thornton is playing like the player of the year right now. Pittman almost gets another steal, but ends up getting called for the foul. A lot of times it's hard to see that when both players are diving for the ball.
If you had to pick a tournament MVP, would all eyes be on Kailey Klein at this point?
I mean, it has to be. She broke the tournament record in scoring. I mean, and it's not only just the scoring, but it's also the presence that she's had on the court, the calming factor that she's given to her team.
Brierly in the game, bowling out for Butler. In the white uniforms defending, Cleveland State in the green. 4 seed against the 2 seed, under 2 minutes left.
Butler decides to stick with their 2-3 zone. But the thing about the 2-3 zone is you can't allow a team to get layups. That's the reason you play a zone.
Here's Crossley inside to dump it back out.
But you also don't want to give up wide open 3-point shots.
7 to shoot it. Garland on a drive to the basket. That's big.
That's a huge take right there. Shania Garland recognized the shot clock and the situation, and she made something happen. She didn't force it, but she made something happen and got a layup for her team.
Now Burns off the dribble, gives it up to Thornton. To Brierly, 15 to shoot, back to Thornton. Little drop step, rolls it in, and Mel Thornton's been unstoppable in the second half. Butler will use a timeout with $1:12 remaining as the lead has been cut to 4, 61-57 Cleveland State. Take a look at Garland on the other end. How impressive she has been.
See, the thing about that was they moved the ball from side to side. They made the defense shift, which means they're coming out to head to the shot off balance and gives her a wide open lane. That's a tough shot right there. That's a very athletic play by Garland.
Shonita Garland had 21 the other night, and the upset went over Green Bay. She moves so well with the basketball. Game reset, 3 timeouts remaining for the Vikings, 1 for Butler. Cleveland State has 8 fouls, so Butler's in the 1-1. And on a held ball situation, Cleveland State would have possession.
It's going to be crucial for Cleveland State to defend without fouling right now because Butler's in the bonus.
Coming up next, Championship Week, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, rolls on. It's the Northeast Conference Championship. St. Francis of Pennsylvania taking on Long Island. St. Francis off of that terrific finish the other day. Dave Popkin and former Duke star Abby Wayner will be on the scene. Did you play against Abby at all? And
I did. Now that's what you call a shooter.
Remains a 4-point game, 61-57. Butler with the ball, huge possession right here.
And Butler is stuck with the screen on the ball, and Cleveland State has been going under those screens because a lot of times when a defender goes under the screen, they don't think that you have the ability to step behind the screen and shoot a jump shot and make it.
Off the missed shot, Butler knocked it out of bounds. And with just 37 seconds left in the game, if Butler does not get a steal, or a turnover, it's going to have to look at fouling. Janelle Adams in the game for 25, Stephanie Crossley. Adams is 15 points better from the free throw line at 61%. She would be the likely one, I would think, that you might foul.
Right, and a lot of times right now when you have a team where everyone pretty much shoots a high percentage, you do have to go with the percentages, but a lot of times in big games, the percentages don't matter.
Chloe Hamilton commits the quick personal foul. That's probably just as important because Butler has not reached the limit on fouls, so you don't want any time to go by without something like that happening. The next foul would put Cleveland State in the bonus.
Butler has to be careful to not give up a wide open layup. I see it a lot of times in games where they're so focused on they know they're going to foul that they end up letting somebody leak out and get a layup.
At least by the percentages, that foul is the best scenario for Butler. Janelle Adams against 61% from the free throw line.
And, you know, something little like Klein walking with her to the free throw line and pretty much showing that she has confidence in her to make the shot. That, you know, that's big, and that's something that seniors do, leaders do. They give their teammates confidence and make them better players.
You sure it wasn't Klein walking up to Adams saying, "You better make this"? Probably not.
She might have been thinking it.
Sophomore from Milwaukee. Rolls in the first one. Two big free throws for Janelle Adams and Cleveland State.
It is, like I said earlier, a lot of times you have to play the percentages. Of course you have to foul the person with the worst free throw percentage, but in big games, sometimes it just goes out the window.
You're right, sometimes it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Players make big plays.
6-point Cleveland State lead with a 10 under 34 seconds left in the game. Championship week continues, and it's going to happen right after this broadcast at 3 o'clock Eastern and 2 o'clock Central. Presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, the Northeast Conference Championship, St. Francis. The Blackbirds taking on the Red Flash, St. Francis and Long Island. Long Island with a 10-game winning streak with wins over the 7 and 6 seeds in the first rounds of the NCAA tournament. Our site today, the Crest Event Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is for the Horizon League Championship. Cleveland State has led almost the entire game and leads by 6 with 33.8 seconds remaining. Here's Burns.
Right now it's important for Butler to get a good shot quick, and that's the player you want shooting it.
Pittman a little long. Butler got the rebound, and Cleveland State got it back.
They tried to foul.
Garland to end it for Cleveland State.
They tried to foul Angel Roque, but she's too fast, and of course Garland, she was already down the court, made the layup.
13 seconds left in the game. Long rebound out to Brierly, down to 10. Now 7, another 3 ball. Still missed, rebound Vikings. 3.5 seconds left.
And the seniors are hugging each other. You know, there's 3.5 seconds left. They realize that they didn't have an easy road to get here.
Well, the Kleins can finally enjoy it.
They can. You never want to celebrate too early as parents, but now they realize that with 3.5 seconds left, Garland on the free throw line, you know, they have an 8-point lead. You can maybe start the celebration.
And Kailey Klein, the all-time Horizon League tournament scorer, the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, and a lot of times coaches send a player in so that, you know, Klein can get a standing ovation, and I think that's what's going to happen right now.
Tournament MVP Kailey Klein, 23 points, 10 rebounds.
And the crowd, if you didn't already know it, the crowd is chanting MVP.
This one's over. Next stop for Cleveland State, the dance. Renee, a most deserving champion.
think so. I mean,